Hi you guys, it's Mimsy here. Today I'm going to talk about what type of furniture is appropriate for a slipcover, or what type is the best type of furniture to slipcover, and I'm going to give you some examples of furniture that is not appropriate for slipcovers, and I'll show you a couple examples of that on some pieces that I slipcovered and were a complete fail. So let's get started. Okay, so starting with this sofa. This sofa is the ideal style of sofa for a slipcover because it's fast and easy. It's got a tight back, so there's no back cushions, and there's no skirt. It's just, I just put a welt along the bottom. Also, this is a single bench cushion, so I only had to do one large seat cushion and not 3 or 2 seat cushions, and not having any back cushions. This slipcover, I think I made this slipcover in a day, and I have a whole video on this slipcover, so you can click that link up here. So this type of sofa is super easy and super fast to slipcover. The other thing about it is it has a real straight back, not super curvy. So this is ideal for a slipcover. Okay, so this sofa would be an average slipcover to make. This has obviously 6 cushions. There's 3 seat cushions, 3 back cushions. So the cushions would be kind of a lot of work. I'm actually planning on making or buying a single seat cushion because these are a little bit slouchy. They are getting old. So I want to do a single bench cushion. It would update the look of this sofa. And then I think I'm going to change these to just be 2 back cushions. And then this one has a skirt. It is a waterfall style skirt. So the skirt would add time to this slipcover as well as all these cushions. So this is not the greatest, although the shape of it is nice and easy for a slipcover. This one would take quite a bit longer than the one I just showed you. So now let me take you out on my back patio, and I'm going to show you a couple chairs that I did that are not good. Okay, so we're out here on my back patio. I bought 6 chairs like this chair here. So I picked up these chairs from Craigslist or something like that. I got 6 of them. I bought them for my dining room table. I love the shape of them, and I like to have a very comfortable chair at my dining room table. So a padded seat cushion and kind of a high back. I like that because I like to linger at the dining room table. We like to spend a lot of time around the dining room table, so I like a very comfortable chair. So when I saw these chairs, I was very excited. They have this ugly fabric on them, and I think I might have paid $40 for 6 of them. They very, very inexpensive. I don't pay much for anything. So anyway, I bought 6 of them, and I brought them home, and I made these canvas slip covers for them. It took me way long because this type of slipcover with a full skirt, it's just very fussy, and it took me a really long time. Well, let me tell you that never slipcover a chair that doesn't have a separate seat cushion. So you see what I mean? There's no cushion on here. The thing that makes a slipcover stay put is the seat cushion. So I didn't think about that when I bought them, and they don't work. They're awful. And I kept them at my dining room table for a while, and I continually tucked and tucked and tucked and tucked to try to keep them looking neat. But anytime anybody sat down on these things, that would come untucked. The seat thing would come untucked. People would get up. My kids, I would get up, and they'd come undone, and they'd be like that. This comes untucked. This comes untucked. This comes untucked. So if there's not a seat cushion on here, like on a couch or an armchair, it just doesn't work. There's nothing you can do. I could have put some ties on the back side of this and maybe opened up the upholstery and tied them underneath the seat, but what a hassle. So don't buy or don't slip cover any type of furniture that doesn't have a seat cushion, a loose or removable seat cushion, because that's what holds it on. Let me show you another kind that's the same situation. So this is another chair, and I bought 4 of these, and 2 of them have arms and 2 of them are just straight Parsons style. Well, again, there's no loose seat cushion or separate seat cushion on here. So this one, again, it does not stay put. And whenever you get up from the chair, that's what happens. And so these are always a mess. They're always like that. Now, the Parsons style ones with no arms, just the chair with no arms, that works. I've done plenty of Parsons chairs, and because they're symmetrical and the fabric goes over edge and it's a tight fit, those stay put because it's a tight fit. So if you're thinking about doing a Parsons chair, you can definitely do a slipcover for a Parsons chair, and they are perfect for a slipcover situation. But anything that has arms and no seat cushion, just don't do it. Not worth it. So chairs like these that are a club chair type of a chair that has a back cushion and a loose seat cushion, these are perfect for a slipcover. I'm getting ready to make slipcovers for these. I had upholstered these years ago and they have seen better days. So I'm getting ready to make some slipcovers for these. These are perfect because the seat cushion and the back cushion holds the slipcovers on there. Those are great. And then let me show you a couple more chair examples that are not good for slipcovers. They're just not the best. This chair would be another example of a style that's not appropriate for a slipcover, and that's obviously because it's got wood trim all the way around it. When you have a chair like this where there's exposed wood, generally you don't want to cover that up, so this would not be appropriate for a slipcover. You could potentially do a slipcover for this and cover the wood, but it's not ideal. Okay, so this style of chair would also not be ideal for a slipcover, not only because there's exposed wood all the way around it, but if this were all fabric and this top part here was not exposed. The problem with this style of a chair is that it's concave. And this one's not so much, but there are some chairs that you see that are kind of like a bucket style that are real concave like this. That's not ideal for a slipcover because it's very difficult to get your fabric to follow an inside curve like this. If you do have a chair and you're going to do one, you would have to put a seam here and here in order to be able to get your fabric to follow the curve. You could not slipcover this as one piece of fabric because your fabric would just be tight across here and it wouldn't curve in. So the only way to do that, like I said, is to put 2 seams in here to make it follow this curve. So this style or a bucket style is not appropriate for a slipcover. You could do it, but it's just harder.